Hey guys, SK Nova here, making a quick video on some Void Shard openings. Now, if this doesn't work very well, I don't know if I'll even post this video, or maybe I will anyways, but kind of what I need or want is Centurion. So if I can get Centurion, I can fuse Foley after I level and ascend him up. So that's kind of what I'm going for. I mean, there's obviously a lot of Void legendaries that I'd really want. I think both of the brand new Void legendaries are pretty awesome. Hard to know if they will be used for clan boss. I mean, they're good DPS characters. So how good they are, I'm not sure. I mean, they're high attack. It's really hard to tell unless you had them to test out and know what their scaling is. I mean, they look pretty cool. So definitely could be a clan boss character with the weaken debuff. The revive on death kind of is good for like an arena type thing. Probably wouldn't die in the clan boss in the first couple turns, so that wouldn't be used there. Decent attack percentage increase. The 4-hit A1 is pretty cool, and the fact that it ignores enemy defense probably puts her into the higher DPS category. Again, kind of like Foley, she's a strong DPS character that doesn't rely on poisons to do a lot of damage. So it'll be interesting to see how that scales. If you have a clan boss team that is getting poison capped, especially with characters like Steel Skull, Bad L, Aothar, Juliana, you get a couple of them all together, and you start to lose DPS when you get poison capped, or you risk missing out on certain debuffs that you want, like attack down or defense down, because you're full on poisons. You have to be conscious of that and careful, and getting some DPS characters that don't also have poison can help. And of course, not using toxic gear, because you would be using up a poison slot or a damage slot for a weaker version of poison. Now, Inith Wee, this Blood Twin guy, also very interesting. I don't know how well the decreasing target max HP works for characters that don't heal. So you wouldn't necessarily you don't really care too much about that. And even like the Destroy set or whatever it is that has the same sort of ability isn't very popular. His A2 potentially could be very useful, because you are going to go up and down in health quite a bit. You're lasting a long time, so I don't know if this particular ability scales based off how much AP you have currently lost or lost over the duration of the battle. So it could be very interesting if it's the latter, because it's going to keep scaling higher and higher. Now, his A3 is also kind of interesting, because on something like the Spider boss, if you start putting Leech onto all of the enemies, any other character that you have that does an AoE ability will get a ton of healing. So that could be very interesting to keep your team healed up. You could have a pure AoE team. I think he's the only character that has an attack all potential leech buff. Most of the leech buffs are a single target, so could be really cool. Very unique because of that. And again, also a strong heal for things like the Spider or Ice Golem, when there's a lot of minions, because he keeps healing when he kills them. So both of them super cool characters. I still think Warlord would probably be maybe the most game-changing hero for me, just because of his abilities. But either of those two would be really cool, or Ithos or Baron or Turvold. Tons of awesome Void heroes. So let's pull some and see what happens. But getting Centurion will probably be good enough for now. I'm happy with that. Mel Branch, I've got her before. I won't go into the details of the lesser Void heroes in this video. I'm just going to pull the 12 we got and see what happens. And pretty much actually, I'd be happy with the Painkeeper as well, even though she's been nerfed, just because it's a character I don't have. And I like to collect them. All these other Voids I have enough of. I've kept one of each Void so far, and I think I have all of them now, so the other rare characters are not that special to me. Just the new ones. Well, there's 6 down, and nothing. And another Seducer. Yeah. Please give me something new or exciting, or Legendary would be amazing. Same old, same old. Holy crap. Oh man. My first Void Legendary. The one and only Turvold. Wow. I did not expect to get a Legendary. Wow. I'm in shock. So I guess this video will get uploaded after all. Man, super cool. So what's really awesome about him is this insanely powerful Juggernaut ability here. Now basically, you need a pretty strong buff team. So things like, I think heals count, your attack up, your defense up. There's quite a few abilities that you can put onto a hero, and even 2 or 3 of them, this guy basically starts to one-shot the other team. Now his only catch, what makes him from being like insanely way too overpowered, is his speed is fairly low. But in a way you kind of want that, because you want him to usually go last on the team. So everyone else puts their buffs up, and then this guy comes in and destroys destroys the enemy on the other team, and then if he kills them, he gets to do it again next turn. So he just keeps doing it every single turn. I mean, Arena doesn't usually last more than 1 turn, but still, that is a pretty cool ability. And you get this ability down to 3 turns anyways, so you're constantly using it. So definitely super strong. Very, very cool. I'm in shock. I don't know what to do now. But I guess let's keep opening them and get Centurion, and that means we've got 2 legendaries today. We'll get Foley from the Ascension. So how exciting is that? So this Void pack for, I think it's $100 Canadian, has, I think, been worth it. I'd say pulling a Turvold is pretty awesome. Alright, so no Centurion, but hey, you know what? I am pretty cool with that. Oh wow. This legendary pack seems, is that more expensive than normal? I don't know, but not as good deal as some of the other legendary packs you can get, so I'm not going to buy that. I really don't need any void potions, and arcane potions are easy to farm, so it's really just about the shards and the legendary tomes. There's other ways of acquiring those. Well, holy crap. Good old Turvold. Well, my first Barbarian legendary, my first Void legendary from Shards. You know, pretty soon I'll have the whole Barbarian collection here. Awesome. Well, there you go, guys. An awesome Void legendary. I mean, how you're going to skill him is basically you need to crank up speed on him, so he's just a little bit under the other members of your team, and crank up crit and crit damage so you one-shot people. You obviously an attack hero, but not really about, I don't think I'd use him on the clan boss necessarily, but he would get a lot of buffs on the clan boss, so I'd be interested to see how much damage Juggernaut actually does. And it says a 3-turn ability, so I mean if he's hitting for, that's probably, actually it's probably capped. That'd be interesting to know too. So it'd be really powerful in Arena, but I bet you on clan boss it's capped at the 75k, just so it wouldn't get overpowered, because you could probably end up stacking, you know, a whole bunch of continuous heal buffs and other things on him. I don't know if they would count as multiples, and then his damage would scale too high, and he'd be overpowered, so they probably don't do that. But in any case, super cool. I'm pretty excited. I was not expecting to pull a Void Legendary. So, thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next one.